Hi everybody! If you're to my channel, I am Lori and you are watching Hi everybody! I'm here to do the mid-year freak-out book tag. My friend Drew tagged me for this, so we're gonna do this. Some of the books I'm too lazy to go grab. But, yeah. Before I get started, I'm just going to tag whoever wants to do it. So if you want to do it, come and do it. And don't worry, I do have clothes on. I promise. I do. But, yeah, But, yeah, my friend Drew, I'll show you his channel. My friend Drew, that's his channel, which is Drew's Ambitious Reading. Drew's Ambitious Reading, if I can talk. He's got all the questions here, so I'm going to be looking down for that. So there's some that I'm going to name that I just didn't grab. Either I didn't grab it because I'm too lazy, or they haven't came out yet. Sorry. Now the ice is melting. Let's see, the first one is, how many books have you read this year? I read 49 books this year so far. I hope it gets better because, yeah, I thought I would have been at least at like 69. Yeah, I'm way off. Favorite books so far. I can't just pick one, so I have 3. Even though all these, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. There's like 5 books that would be my answer, but I'm just gonna go with 3. This is definitely my absolute favorite so far. Winter's Orbit by Everin Maxwell. It's Mel romance. It's kind of like, has that red, white, and royal blue feel to it, but it's its own story. It's unique. To me, it's a unique story. I just loved it. I love this relationship between the two guys. I like the mystery aspect because, I forget his name. Jaden, however you say his name is. He's supposed to, he was married, and the guy he was married to was murdered, and they're trying to like make it look like he did it, or they think he did it, and now he has to get remarried, and of course I forget how you pronounce the name, Prince Kim, K-I-E-M, I'm not sure how you say that. He's the one that he's got to marry, and Prince Kim is like kind of like a, you know, like they don't take him seriously. They think that he's a playboy, and it's their romance, and it's just so good, you guys. Like, oh, I love it so much. Like, this book just made me so happy. It just made me like one happy camper. I don't know where to put this. Like, I got so much stuff. We'll put it there for right now because I'm going to need that again for one of the other questions. Another one was definitely Cemetery Boys by Adrian Thomas. Oh my gosh. So good. I cried. I laughed. I just loved, I cannot say names good. Adriel, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but I loved him, and Justin. Oh my gosh, these two made the cutest couple, and I love that Justin didn't judge wish I could say his name right. I mean, I even listened to like people like mention the name, and I still can't say it. But Adriel, however you say it, I love that Justin didn't judge him. Like a lot of people judge him because, you know, he's trans, and a lot of people look down on him, and they still call him by his, what's it called, dead name or whatever it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. And it was just so good. I love the mystery aspect and everything to it. Like I said, it was just everything. So good. And then the last one was In Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens. This is like a, it doesn't have, like, you would think from the cover it would be more piratey, but really the pirate aspect was barely there. It was more of like the main character, Tal, gets kidnapped. He's like on his coming out tour, or whatever you want to say, and he gets kidnapped. But before he gets kidnapped, there's a stowaway on their ship, and he thinks the stowaway, which his name is Athlin or something like that, Athlin, jumped overboard and died, but he didn't really die, and he sees him. And then before they can really get into a relationship, he gets Tal, how do you say his name? Gets kidnapped, and it's up to, it might be up to Athlin, or how do you say his name, to save him. And it's their romance, and there's a lot of different types of creatures in here, like mystical creatures in here that I loved and wasn't expecting. Yeah, it was just a good old time. Loved this. All three of them love the romance in it between the characters. You can tell all three of those are LGBTQ plus books. I mean, I just like read so many good LGBTQ plus books, and I still have so many more I need to read. So yes, I'm so excited. The next one is favorite sequel you read so far. I have two. It would be A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. This is, what, I forget her name. Nesta and Cassian's story, and it was so beautiful, and I wasn't expecting to like it so much as I did, because I never hated Nesta like a lot of people do, but she was never my favorite either though, so yeah. But I love this so much. And World of Wolves, definitely so good. I loved it. I think it wrapped up nice, but it also went in a way that there could be other ones if she wants to do other ones in this world, and I just loved it. I just love the characters. I love Nikolai so much, and I love why do I always forget her name? Zoya? Yes. And of course Nina, and yeah, I like it was just so good. It was so good. Let's see. New release you haven't read yet but want to. Okay. I have even though I did start a couple pages of this just to see what I felt about it, but I definitely want to read The Box in the Woods, Ace of Spades, Hairpin Bridge by Taylor Adams. What else was there? It ain't out yet. It comes out in, well, we won't talk about that one. And The Maidens by Alex Michaelakis, or Alex, or however you say his name. Yeah, those are some of the ones I want to read. Let's see. Oh, Survive the Night by Riley Sager. Don't want to forget that one. Most anticipated releases for the second half of the year. You guys, there's so many books, I cannot name them. Like, really, you guys. I know there's the, what is it called? Something about, let me find it real quick. We got time. But as we're waiting for me to find it, name some, as I'm doing this, if you don't want to do the tag officially, then just answer like what your favorite book so far this year is, and the book that made you cry, and your most anticipated books for the second half. But yeah, some of my most anticipated ones I'll talk about I'll talk about for July, okay? But I'm not gonna go like too far down. But I have like, cause I'm gonna be doing my my most anticipated books for July pretty soon, so I might as well talk about a couple of them. I really want to read These Howell Vows by Lexi Ryan. I'm not going to tell you what they're about, just because, like I said, I'm going to be doing a video for that. I want to read The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrickson. This is the one I was thinking of. The Taken of Jake Livingston, something like that, by Ryan Douglas. You know, I'll do one more. And Small Favors by Erin A. Craig. She wrote the Salt one, I forget what it's called. House of Salt and Sorrow, and it was creepy and I loved it. And it was one of my favorite books that year. So yeah, those are some of them. Let's see. Biggest surprises. One of them was World of Wolves, because I wasn't like the biggest fan of what's it called, the first one in this one? I forgot what it's called. King of Scars. It was like a 3.2, maybe 3.5, and I just rounded up to 4. But yeah, it was like my one of my most disappointed reads of when it came out. But this one, oh my gosh, you guys, it was so good, so good. Let's see, the other surprise was definitely House of Howell by Crystal Sutherland. It was creepy and everything, and I'm just not into really creepy books, and I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. It was just a good time. I mean, there was a lot of twists and turns, and yeah, I was really surprised about that. Okay, let's see. Biggest disappointment? Even though I wound up rounding it up to 4 stars, The Darkness Outside Us by Elliot Schaefer. Just because I was thinking it was going to be a 6 or a favorite of the year, or at least a 5-star, and it was a 4-star, not even really a 4-star. So that was kind of a disappointment, but I still really loved it, and I would still definitely recommend it. Let me see. What's next? Favorite new author? For that one, I'm going to say Adian Thomas. I loved Lost in the Netherwoods, or whatever it was called, by Adian Thomas. And I loved, of course, Cemetery Boys. Another one would be Everend Maxwell, how you say it? The one that did Winter's Orbit. Let's see. New Fictional Crush. I know you guys are going to get tired of me talking about it, but definitely Prince Kim. Loved him so much. My baby. Another one would be Tal. And, oh my gosh, I haven't read this yet, but I just started Heartstopper this year, and I'm so in love with Charlie and Nick. So much in love with them, yeah. And this is another one that I really want to read. Like, this don't officially come out in the U.S. until like October or November, I believe. But I got a copy from the UK book depository because I just needed to know what happens next in here, and I just love these two. Yeah. Let's see what's next. Oh, and also Justin and Adrielle, however you say their names, in this book. Let's see. Fictional Crush. Books that made you cry. World of Wolves. And if you read it, you guys know why I cried. I cried so much during this book. It was, yeah. So much. I just cried. A Court of Silver Flames. Cried my eyes out. Oh my gosh. Both of these were so emotional reads. Yeah. Definitely these two. That make you cry. Book that made you happy. Cemetery Boys. Heartstopper. Let's see. I don't know. Those are just some of them. Oh, of course. I'm trying not to say it all the time. But Winter's Orbit. Let's see. Prettiest Book You Own. I don't know what it is about this, but I think this cover is stunning. Stunning. I love this cover so much. So much. Oh, God, just look at it, you guys. Like, isn't it just gorgeous? Like, look at the eyes. And just look at the cover. I mean, oh my gosh, it's just so striking. Sorry. And I got the Lit Crate Joy special edition of Wuthering Heights. Like, look at this cover and look at this. Like, yes. And then the other one that I got from Lit Crate Joy, Anna of Green Gables. Look at this cover, you guys. I just love the cover and I love the edges. Yes. Let's see, what else? These books you own. And books you want to read by the end of the year. I was supposed to have read this last month, didn't get to it, so I definitely want to read this by the end of the year. Chain of Iron, I'm sure it's going to make me cry. Let's see, what else do I want to read by the end of the year? The Passion Playbook. The Ghost We Keep. I think this is going to make me cry, but it's going to be beautiful. Malice. I've heard wonderful things about this, especially from Beautiful Bookish Bethany. And Blood Like Magic, which also I think is a stunning cover that I own. Like, oh my God, is that stunning. And there's so many other ones I want to get to. So many, you guys. There's one that I did not grab, and I can't think of the name of it. Ooh, I hate when that happens, when you don't grab the book and you can't remember the name. Oh, I found it. Another one that Bethany's talked about, and she said it's her favorite book. And that is The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. And this is another one I definitely want to get to by the end of the year. And I love the cover. I think it's the colors. I just love this color scheme so much. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, anybody that wants to do this, you're tagged. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know, like I said, if you don't want to like do if you can't do a video, then just, you know, tell me down below what some of your answers would be. Yeah. And I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys like this tag. Thank you again, Drew, for tagging me. And yeah, go watch his. His is already up. And I'll talk to you guys all in the next one. Remember, if you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. And please hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video like this is up for your viewing pleasure. And until next time, I am out of here. I love you guys. Happy reading. And
did you get ready in the dark or something?
Bye.
'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.